Hey coaches, athletes, sports fans, Coach Michael Fields here today, coming at you with some passing concepts. This is just basic passing game here. Maybe you're a young coach, maybe you're a new coach, maybe you're a defensive guy coming over to offense, or maybe you're a defensive guy wanting to learn what the offense is doing, or maybe you're run heavy and you're trying to get that passing game installed. So, what we're looking at here is just our basic concepts. Okay, we got flood, what we're going to call verts or vertical routes, rub concepts, smash, and mesh. And every coach kind of varies up their route combinations. So I just want to really explain the concepts of what this means. So this is kind of a base formation that we run. We're kind of a modified spread, wing T, shotgun spread type team. So a flood concept, basically what we mean by flood is we're going to overload or flood one side of the field with our receivers. So one concept, we like to kind of run this little 5 and out, little arrow underneath. This guy, we might clear him out. He could run kind of a post corner there. Again, the routes themselves don't matter. It's just the concepts here. Then we're probably going to hit this with a backside post. So again, we're flooding, in this case, the right side of the field with our receivers. Okay. Next, we've got verts. Okay. So a lot of spread teams will run 4 verts, and that's kind of what it means. We're going to get vertical, so we're probably just going to run 4 vertical routes. We might put our backside receiver if we've got kind of a trips or tray look like we've got here. We might put a post on our backside guy. We might put him on kind of a middle seam. He's going to split the safeties. We might run a corner and a fade here. Basically, we're trying to get vertical. We want 4 deep routes, 3 deep routes, whatever it is. That's kind of what we mean by verts when we're talking about that, or vertical routes there. Okay, we could put them all on go routes. We can put them all on fades, seams, whatever you call it. That number 9 on the passing tree for a lot of teams. Rub routes. Rub routes, kind of what we want to do is legally, right? We don't want to truly pick teams off or pick off the defense. We want to do some sort of a rub route. So we might do an out with an in, and we might send him up. We're just going to get these receivers to kind of cross paths close to each other. Again, so that, maybe in man coverage, when they go to switch, maybe they get missed, something along those lines. That's kind of a rub route concept. A lot of teams will do this out of a different look. So maybe they'll have kind of, we'll call them a Z and an A, and then maybe this guy's an H back or something. Whatever you call your backs and receivers here. So maybe we're gonna do a 5 and in with an arrow on both sides. Again, that would be a rub route concept there, right? Next, we got the smash concept. This works best if we've got 2 receivers on each side. So go back here to our X. I will put our Z here. I'm going to use the Y, and we'll call this guy an A. You can do this a lot of different ways, but the traditional smash concept is going to be a corner route with a hitch underneath it. So on this side, you would go corner route with the hitch underneath it. Okay. We've played with this in our set, where we've actually so this guy's actually over here. We'll just call him Z for today. To get the out of this, and this guy's out wider. I just don't have room on my board here. What we've done to get that smash concept out of this set is we'll have our tight end run a deep drag to be the underneath, with the kind of a post on this side, and then here we'll run that more traditional corner with the hitch underneath. So you can get to a smash concept several different ways. And if you follow me and you get out on CoachTube, I've got a video coming out in the next week or two where I show this with some film. So that's our smash. And then we have our mesh. And out of this, we're probably going to move one of our receivers over here. We'll call him our A for today. Here, we want to basically get an underneath and an over, crossing routes. And then, we usually kind of hitch this guy on the backside and maybe put a post over the top to freeze a safety. So here what we're trying to do is attack the linebackers. Our safeties can't really jump the lower route. If the backers jump the deeper route, we've got the drag underneath, and we got the dig here. Again, that's just kind of our basic mesh concept. Again, route combinations, whatever you call them, some guys will call a hitch a button hook or a curl, whatever you want to call it. Use the passing tree, a 4, let's see, 4 inside, so 6, 2 for the drag and 7 for the poke, whatever number you use for those routes. So it's just this idea of passing the ball and putting defenders in conflict. You can use crossing routes, the mesh, the rub routes. On man, it's a good way to beat a man defense. All of these work against man and zone. The idea for the depth on these routes is to make sure if you're facing a 2 deep or 3 deep zone, is that you're putting your guys in those kind of holes in the zone, and then your quarterback's hitting them and hitting them in stride, hopefully picking up some yards, first downs, and touchdowns, right? So again, just some basic passing concepts. I'm Coach Michael Fields. If you got any questions, you can comment below. Please like, subscribe, and share this video. You can shoot me an email, coachmichaelfields@gmail.com. Instagram, Coach Michael Fields, and Twitter, Coach Michael F. I appreciate